If you want coaching, check out the link in the description. That is my server. Bye. I will VOD review you there. Oh, they actually have that's actually a good team. Holy shit, you're gonna get destroyed. Coffee abuser is not that good at the game. I don't know the rest of your team, but the other team's really good. That's the only thing. We'll see how this goes. Yetigaurd, that is you. I know that. You'll play Meredith. Not a bad choice. Let's see the team comp. Your team comp is Meredith. You have double sustain and 2 duelists. What the fuck? Okay, so you just have to like, you just have to poke at sites and like look for your enter into a site. Because you don't really have a push comp. You have like a sustain comp. You could like push into fights and get some damage on the enemy team, and then you have to like back out and like push a different area. It's basically how you play this comp. You like push it. You like try to poke into a bunch of stuff because you could just heal up all your health if you need to. Main kills. Yeah, you're right there. Interesting. So, how does the fuck did your Ming die? Wait, what? Oh, your Ming probably got sniped, I'm guessing. Okay. So what your team needed to do, they need to smoke this off right here and then push into this with a scan. That's how you just play this, because there's no one on site. There's like nobody on site. Only the snipers up here and the noble right here, which you could just get a free pick on. You just kill this guy and then rotate out, and then try to rotate into A if possible, because their team's gonna come in try to help them. But that's like the team, if not really you individually. What is your team doing? You should be with your team in mid. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, good. You're going rotating. You're rotating really late though. You should rotate through long. You need to rotate through long since your team is already so far ahead of you. You should just rotate through long, because like by the time this window goes out, this smoke's probably gonna go out, and there might be someone playing here, which could just catch you off. Yeah, see it. And if there was like a Nobu playing here, you would have died. You would have died immediately. Which there sometimes is or something. Yeah. That happens. If the Nobu was here earlier, you would have died. By the way, so you just rotate along there. And you want to focus on going with your team on site, or you should just like. Since you had no info there, you wouldn't have known if there was like a Chio here or something. So I wouldn't recommend fighting here. I would recommend going on site before you push into here. Before you try to fight anything here. Don't stand still in front of a sniper also. Because they could just like pre-aim and just shoot you in the head. So your team's just pushing down here. You want to go with them, try to hold space, or push into wherever they want to push into. Okay. But you die, so like. Yeah, basically you're not with your team. You're trying to fight alone, not with your team. Your team's doing the right thing by just keep pushing, because they just have so much sustain. They can just live through everything. Okay, let's see what happens in this next round. Mink gets a good Mink kill. Interceptor. I would recommend putting your interceptor a little bit more back. Like, if you want to throw an interceptor, you should throw it like right here or right here. So it's like in their face, because like if it's right here, they'll shoot it, and then it won't have any value. That's just a small thing. You just push through this queue. Just push through this slow. Because there's only one person here. And if you're Mink Q them or something, or you Meredith Q them, they're just gonna get fucked here. Because you know that you see they're all in mid. I think you saw that at least. So all of you just swing Noble at the same time and he dies. Is what I'm saying. Or you guys could another thing you could do is rotate back into mid and go to A, which I personally like that more. Because like here you're just gonna take so much damage, and here you could just enter here. You see a bunch of them here, so you just smoke this off, scan. Features could scan and try to get someone off here, then just rotate onto site. You have free sight because you know where all of them are. You have info. And the Noble's gonna be extremely late to rotate. But also a waste of a smoke there. Now you don't have a smoke for this. That's okay, I guess. You should shoot that Michelle turret so your teammate doesn't get caught out by it too. If there's someone behind you. You stay here for way too long because you know that there's someone right here who has a perfect shot on you. So you just like glide on this way, and the sniper's probably not gonna hit the headshot. I would like to hope. Slow grenade, that's a good slow grenade, I guess. I would like you to queue a little bit more forward here, because they can still play from this angle, and then they won't get punished by the queue. So if you queue this, they won't have this angle to play from if there's someone there. What the fuck? Okay, that's honestly not your fault. Is it? I personally would have just stayed on this angle here. If you see your teammate trying to fight this, you could jump down, but if your teammate's just coming up here, then just stay on this corner. You let your guard down, that's why you died. And then if you're playing on this corner, you can also see info to see if Michelle's upping up. But now your team I don't think your team had info that she was hopping up because the fragrance left and you're just knocked and you weren't getting any info too. Now your team just dies. Yeah, basically you just lost because you couldn't hold this position. This is not a very good position to hold either, because you could just get fucked here very easily. I would recommend holding like right here better. This gives you an angle all the way into this hallway, and if you need to, you could play a little bit more back here on this angle too. And if you need to, you could just get back to garden very easily. But in this place, you can't really back up into garden very easily. You have to like glide all the way over here, which you could get caught off by. So I wouldn't recommend playing there as much. Okay, next round. Make sure I don't have like any double audio or anything. Yeah, my audio is fine. You're spending way too much time up here. You need to push up into here. You wanna be like where near where your Ming is already. You guys should honestly just rotate this because there's already ice on garden, or you wanna jump up here and fight this long angle. Because like you guys are not taking space on garden, that lets the enemy team just hold garden because they already know you're here. So I would recommend like rotating through this bottom part instead. Yeah, you should be all the way up there with your teammates. You're like way too far behind. You're like not doing anything. You're not doing shit here, and your fragrance dies because she doesn't have you with her up there. You always want to push into garden and always be doing something constantly. This is a very bad plant spot. Never plant here. I never want to see you plant here ever again. What the fuck are you doing? Plant over here. Plant over here or over here. Plant over here preferably. Because you could get an angle from here. Get an angle from here. And probably get an angle from like over here or something. You could get an angle from here. Like this is just like a way better plant spot right here. I would prefer this any day of the week over this plan. Because you had all the space in the world. And you just fucked that up so badly for your team. Because not only is this closer to where the team is gonna rotate from, but it's a way worse plant. Like plant right here. If they could see you from here and here when you're planting, plant in front of this box, because they're not gonna be able to see you when you plant. So that's honestly your fault. Completely your fault. Okay, interesting. I do not like this. I do not like this push you're doing. Your team is way too separated. You need to go with these two. You need to go with these two. I don't give a fuck who's over here. You're gonna lose that fight because you're gonna just get 1v2'd. Or you could just get randomly jumped because you're how far you are from your team. Because, like, the Chio right here, if she sees you, if she was, like, poking out a little bit more and she saw you, she could have, just told one of her teammates, Michelle, to push with her, and you would have died there. Yeah, because, like, you're still not leaving. So if the Chio was, like, right here, peeking for info a little bit, she would have saw you, and then you would have died. But the Chio's just not peeking early enough info. And now she has a peek advantage, too, I think. No, she doesn't. I'm stupid. This is a left-hand peek. You probably win this if she does peek you. So you see her right there. And again, you're just really separated from your team. So to see if that, if anything, if you try to fight this Chio, she just comes in and kills you. Even if you do knock her, just like, there you have no value. And now you're just not doing anything. You're not doing shit for your team now. And you get iced here, so you can't even push into here. You're just fucked because you didn't push. You're not with your team. What the fuck are you doing? Go with your team. I never want to see you lurk as Meredith again. And now you just get to the fight. And she was just fucking stupid. Let me go back a little bit. Bam. Let's see. Let me see this. Is your team already rotated here? No, your team's fighting to there. I would recommend throwing like a Q here because your team's still trying to rotate in, so your team would just get shot from here if the Ming was trying to rotate. Yeah, and we would see just die because of that. Yeah, but more than that Q would have just pushed into the side because your team was already rotated and you don't want to fight in ice. If you fight in ice, you would have just died. You would just die immediately, basically, if you get in a fight. Yeah, and it just snowballs from there. No, actually your team wins. Crazy. Oh, basically just did nothing that round because you're just lurking for some reason and your character's not meant for that. I want to see when you use your ult. Interesting spot. You get sniped here though. The only thing I'm worried about. Nice beam. Nice spot though. I wouldn't recommend peeking here again because they already know you're gonna peek there, so they might hold for you there. Also, since you waste your Qs on trying to go up here, you have no Qs to try to help your team. So then they're just getting fucked here. If you had a Q here, it would have helped to put one right here. But you just wasted your Qs on nothing, basically. Like, just to get 100 damage on the Michelle, which she's probably gonna heal because she has light armor. So it's just kind of pointless. I would rather have your Qs to come here and help the team survive instead of using it for that. Chill kill. Let me see what's happening here. So, 2 of your teammates are here. And everyone else is dead. That's crazy. Interesting. Yeah, I would probably just rotate off a site and try to rotate onto B. Try to get to see a vet. Your stairs stood way too long there. You're lucky you didn't die. You want to leave immediately. You want to leave immediately because you're gonna get fucked here by the sniper if she. Because you're just gonna be stuck here stringified if the sniper's hard hold you. And you don't know it. And yeah, I don't think you know if there's someone like right here too. I'm not sure if you're paying attention to that. You're probably not, because I wouldn't be either. And you just get fucked by the sniper. See? Your team needed to just rotate immediately, not fight that too. That's another thing. But you didn't do that. You kept fighting too. Kinda your fault too. Okay, next round. Let's see. Just rotate on the side. Don't fight that. Good. If you let me look at the position. You have info here. You have info here. Push people right here. Honestly, just ult this shit. I'll just ult this shit. Ult mid. You could honestly just ult mid because the sniper's gonna be stuck here. The Yvette's gonna be stuck here, and you know there's someone up here, so it's gonna push them away from that, and then you just get a free pick and then rotate onto A site, B site, because your future's already there too. So she could. So if you tire Fuchsia to come in, you could ult this, and then if Fuchsia could scan the ult and then get picks. Also, why are you just standing here? What the fuck are you doing? Wait, let me rewind that. Let me see what you're doing. Why? Why? What the fuck was the idea there? Just back up into here. It's like way safer, and you have way more angles to play from. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. What the thought process was there. And how does this come out? You win, actually, because your team's carrying the fuck out of you. Why is Persona doing so bad? Perona, I think it's called. I don't know. You're wasting your Qs right now. You should not be doing this. Cause like you're only gonna hit like 5 shots max if you don't have like really good aim. Like you did no damage there, honestly. It's just like a useless Q. Plus the sniper could even snipe you from there, just like, makes you very vulnerable to getting sniped. Now you have no Qs for a mid push. What you could do, you could throw your ult here. You could throw your ult here, then try to fight over here, if possible. Or just plant the bomb, too. That works, too. Not a horrible ult. But you need to fight that ult. You need to fight that ult. You should not be planting here. You should fight this ult. Because what this ult is meant for is to fight. This ult is meant to fight. You should not be playing. You should not be planting. This is a very aggressive ult to do. You need to push into here with your fragrance. Because your fragrance is like a fight. Really aggro here. You should push into this ult and then go onto B site. Because now you're just getting crossfired here, and now you're to die, yeah. Also, you should use your Q before you peek. You should press your Q because it doesn't activate immediately. Press your Q and then when you peek, tap your button. Don't peek and then press Q and then tap your button. Yeah, that's way slower. And you're way more vulnerable for a longer amount of time. So make sure to press your Q then use it before you peek. Just micro tip. Okay. Again, don't use this Q. I don't want to see this Q over again. See? You're very vulnerable to a sniper. You're just like flying. And you just waste the Q there too. So you can't use it to fight with your team. And now just snowballs from there probably. They just take advantage of that pick and then just beat you guys. Yep. Exactly. Because since the sniper's actually good, they can actually hit their shots. And you're like basically a free target flying in the air. Perona on Mara. You're fucked. I messed up on Meredith. Okay, you're playing Chio. That's interesting. 43 damage score. Hate to see it. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. This is not a bad position to hold from. But I would prefer you watching into here. I'd prefer you watching into mid instead of trying to look for here. Because you don't see anyone right here currently. You just see the sniper. So if you don't see anyone like passing through here, you should just watch mid. Because they're probably going to push into mid. Yep, exactly. But they don't push mid because of okay, good win nade. I was about to say that. Good win nade. Really good win nade. What is your teammate doing? They're fine. Just swing this Ming. Just swing the Ming. Personally, what I would have done, I would have just swung this Ming and then hope my teammate could refrag me here. Do this your teammate should focus the people behind you, and then try to get another pick off of your death. Okay, let's rewind. Let's see when the Ming pushes in. You have like she's like how low is she? She's kind of low. She's like half HP probably. Your Flavia is trying to fight these people. So basically what you do, but she's leaving. But I would have still pushed into Ming and then try to get the pick from that. I would have still gotten a lot of value off of that. And your sniper's fighting here too, so you just bait yourself for your team, basically. Because then the enemy team would target you and your team could target the enemy team that's behind you. And you would get the Ming pick. Let's see. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. We should wait for this. So your team went into mid. You missed your intercept there. See what's happening here. Nothing is really happening. You see that they're pushing into A. Because your Flavia's not holding that apparently. Trolling, I guess. You're like useless here. You're not doing shit on here, and their team is already on site, so they're gonna start taking space, and then your sniper's just dead. So then you just want to rotate through long here, and then go into garden, which is the most important space to hold. And if the enemy team gets there before you guys, you're just gonna win that fight in heaven. But they're not pushing into garden, so if you went garden, that would have been the right play, because you would have been able to hold space sooner. But it works out. Because you would have gotten more value in garden since they were already on site, I feel like. Okay, shoot the Q, perfect. Why are you jumping down? What the fuck are you doing? Just stay up here. Just stay up here. Now there's no one on mid. Just stay up here and give cover fire to the Ming. To Flavia, man. Because you're kind of a long-range character. And you could have helped this Michelle too, which was... Since she's dying right now. And she probably will die. If the whole team pushes into her. But their whole team's not. They're going too long. They might go around the world. We'll see. You didn't see that? Okay. Good. Just back off and reload your gun. Like, just back off and reload your gun. You're already marked here. You're probably not gonna win that fight if she takes out her gun. And the other Q too, I think. Yeah, so basically just, if Mark heals you, just back up and reload your gun, then try to fight if she pushes you more. But if you could back up when you have Mark on you, then do that. You don't always need to, you don't need to fight when you have Mark on you. Because Mara was sticking out to a wall for like a good while there, so you could have just got back and reloaded your gun. Now the round's just over because of that. But you should have played with your you should have played upper here still. And gave fire to the Flavia. That's probably what sold the round right there. Not gonna lie. Oh shit, what did I do? It was 5 to 8. It's 5 to 6, I meant. Okay, there we go. Let's fast forward. You go onto A side. You see info that what the fuck? Why are you spraying into here? You could see from your scan that they're pushing into here. So you should automatically be rotating through this long part into here. And then holding garden, but you're not doing that, and your team is not rotating into garden, but then you lose space on garden immediately without your team even getting to go there. So you're honestly just selling the round here. Q, how to use this Q? Okay, decent. I would say hold your Q longer to predict where they're gonna go, because they're fighting the sniper. If you ulted them when they're pushing the sniper, you could have killed like 2 of them there. I'm surprised they didn't come in and kill you. Decent kill. Okay, nice. You should win this. Get your team. Sure, that works. I like the A3 play too. I think they actually kind of like nerfed them both, the A3 in the next patch. Because like A3 now it does like 20% less damage, but like you get it faster now. Let's see what happens here. Q that, sure, that works. What's the thought process here? The sniper has a perfect line of sight onto you here, and you still peek it. Eh. I would rather you just hold right here, or quaver around this corner and just look for info, because you would have saw the Ming here, so you could have just thrown a Q right here for when the Ming pushed up, and then you could have just killed her if she actually committed that. But you could have scared the Ming off with that Q, put it in the corner right there. But you're just dead, because you peeked the sniper. Great idea. Six, 7. Okay. You should not be holding your Q this long, by the way. Just throw your Q on. Like, just store your Q, like, right here or something, like, where they can't shoot it. And then just try to shoot this person while they're in paper, because they're just gonna take free damage. You're gonna just get free damage on them. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now the Ming is dead. Let's see what other info you get. Honestly, don't even finish this. Just go for it. Just jump over here. Just jump and just fucking push them. Cause their Flavia is just pushing into them, and two of their teammates are dead. You just have the huge numbers advantage, so you just win this if you just jump down and push. Plus, the Mars all the way over here, so you would have had like at least a 1v1 here probably, and you could have cut this person off if you did jump out. But I would personally would have just jumped out, but this is okay too, I guess. Nice. Yo, she's scanned, isn't she? I think yellow means scanned. So if she's scanned, you just cut her off over here instead of going the long way. Oh, wait. Okay. Dwarrior, I didn't even notice the sniper there, my bad. I could just throw the wind nade in here. Just throw the wind nade into here, then she can't stop the defuse. Or throw the wind nade into here, and then just, depending on where the defuse is, like right here, actually. If you threw the wind nade here, it would have just trapped them with the other sniper while other people beamed them. So I think that would have been the right play. Just throw the wind nade there while your sniper kills them, and you could kill them at the same time. So she needs to focus one of you. Okay. There we go, that's how I went forward way too fast. Okay, so they're all pushing it to here. Did y'all see info over here? Interesting. I don't really care though. Just immediately rotate onto here. Because last time you saw them rotating through here, so they're probably gonna do that again. Since they like, people like doing the same things usually on each site. Good kill, good ult. How good is that ult? Does not really do anything. Oh, did you get them? Oh, yeah, actually good Q. Good ult, I guess. Yeah. Also, just a little thing you should pre-aim here, since you know the main's probably gonna go for this person right here. So you would have gotten like more damage there. Don't go for the 3-revive. Just push him with your... Oh, your teammate got that. Never mind. They're golden. But if that enemy was still alive, I would recommend you just pushing that instead of reviving, if you didn't think of that already. I'll be shocked if you win this. If you don't win this. Again, you know that they're gonna go through here. You've seen it before, so just throw 2 Qs in here and they're gonna push into that. But they're actually not committed into there. Interesting play. So now as soon as you see they're right there, you wanna actually don't know if they wanna push into here or here, but I would recommend going over here into here, just holding and just trying to get some like free damage into here. I would recommend, instead of like doing nothing over here. You could like try to go into here, even if you take like some damage, you could probably get a pick from there and help your team. Since they're already fighting over here, and you could bait yourself too. Or you could bait your team and then just shoot them while they're distracted. Nice. Okay, you just win. Nice. Also, you got carried by your team. You really did. You got carried by your team, 100%. Okay, I'm gonna be uploading this. I hope you learned something from this.